Hi! Welcome to our Wellness Center kitchen here at Faith Family Medical Center. I'm Carmen Meyer, registered dietitian here on staff, and we are going to make a really easy recipe today. Only 3 ingredients that you need, and it's a perfect treat for Valentine's Day, which is coming up on Monday. So share it with your family, share it with your friends. But the first ingredient that we have are almonds, and I'm going to toast these in just a skillet. This doesn't take very long at all. So these are raw, unsalted almonds, and we're just going to toast them in our skillet. I have it at medium heat, and that'll only take a few minutes, but it really helps bring out just kind of that nutty flavor that we want. So these will sit here, and while we wait for those to toast, I'll tell you about our second ingredient, which is some dried tart cherries. So these are called Montmorency cherries. Kind of a funny name, but they're tart in flavor and they're great as far as nutrition goes because they have a lot of antioxidants, plus they're great for sleep. So adding these to this recipe makes this an even more nutritious snack. Plus it's a source of carbohydrates. And when we have snack, meals, even our desserts, if we can balance some carbohydrates and some protein together, then we have a really healthy, balanced option. So these dried tart cherries I've already chopped up and put into my bowl. It's just half a cup of those tart cherries. And we found these just in the produce section near all the other nuts and dried fruits. So pretty easy to find those. Now we can't forget about our almonds here, so just stir those around a little bit from time to time. Like I said, it'll just take a couple minutes and then we will chop those. And our third ingredient, probably my favorite part, is the chocolate. So I'm using just some semi-sweet chocolate today. You could use a dark chocolate if you wanted to. And with chocolate, the higher the amount of cocoa in your chocolate, the more antioxidants. So dark chocolate, if you're looking for a good one, 70% or higher of the cocoa content or cacao content, and you'll be getting lots of antioxidants. But if you're not really a fan of dark chocolate, maybe it's a little bit too bitter for you, you can do the semi-sweet chocolate because that's kind of a in between the milk chocolate and dark chocolate. Alright, so these almonds have toasted, so we're going to let them just cool for a minute here on my cutting board before we start chopping them. We're just going to roughly chop those. So give you a little sneak peek of what we have in the end, and that's our chocolate cherry almond clusters. It only takes a few minutes to make them and let them set up in the fridge. So very easy to assemble. Now with your almonds, just carefully chop those. You might have some almonds that try to fly off of your cutting board, but that's okay. Just bring them back to the cutting board. We're going to chop all of those. And I love almonds because they are a good source of our monounsaturated fatty acids. And those are important for our heart. So this is American Heart Month. That's one reason we wanted to choose this recipe to share with you, is to get those heart-healthy fats that we all need in our daily diet. So almonds, walnuts, pistachios, all good sources of those heart-healthy fats. And you could even try using some of those other nuts in this recipe. You could do the pistachios or walnuts, and it would taste really just as good. Same with our dried fruit. If you wanted to use maybe cranberries instead, you could swap that out. So it was just a cup of our almonds, half a cup of dried fruit, and 6 ounces of chocolate. All you need. Alright, so I've got a few more almonds here. And I have Hannah standing nearby who's just watching our feed for us, but if you have any questions, you can feel free to put them in a comment. And if you're watching this later on, feel free to comment and we'll answer any questions that you have. So if you're going to give these out as a treat to other people, first, of course, you're going to refrigerate them. You can pack them up in cute little boxes or little gift bags and then just store them in the refrigerator. Because it has that chocolate, we don't want that to melt. But I do recommend before you serve these that you kind of let them sit out at room temperature for just a little bit to soften up. All right, I think we're almost there. If you have a food processor and you wanted to save time, you could throw these in the food processor. All right, so into the bowl they go. And I've already melted that chocolate down. Let's stir that around real quick. And you're going to want a rubber spatula for this part. Make sure you get all of that chocolate out. And I want to know if you are more of a milk chocolate fan, dark chocolate, maybe you like white chocolate. But you can tell us what your preferred chocolate is by leaving a comment. Alright, so just mix all of this together really well. We want to coat everything. Oh, that looks so good. Alright, so nice chocolatey treat here. And I'm just going to use a spoon. I'm going to grab a clean spoon instead of my chocolate spoon. And we're going to just take about this much on your spoon and lay that on some parchment paper. Okay, so I would say it's probably about 2 tablespoons that I'm dipping out here. And we'll just pile it on our parchment paper. If you're wondering about serving size, 2 of these would be a good serving. Alright, so once you scoop out all of your mixture here, they only need 15 minutes in the refrigerator to set up. Alright. You can tell me what chocolate treats you look forward to most this time of year. I think we all probably have our favorite Valentine's Day sweets and treats that we look forward to. Or any special meals that you might be making. Alright, so once you've done all of those, we'll pop them into the refrigerator. 15 minutes later, a wonderful little treat. Perfect. Remember, you can have 2 of these, so that's pretty awesome. Thanks for watching us in the kitchen today. We'll be doing some more live recipe videos every month, so join us and look forward to seeing you again soon.